Hey, how you doing? So listen, today I want to talk to you about cramps. You ever had a cramp? I've had, and they definitely hurt. So now after the last couple of years, we've been kind of hibernating. We can't really get out there too much, due to that COVID stuff. But now that everything's starting to open up again, the gyms, and we're out there walking, we're getting around, we're pretty much fed up with everything. Cramps are gonna come. Maybe they came already, but they're definitely gonna come. So if you want to know the fastest way to get rid of a cramp, I want you to hang right in there because I'm going to talk about that right now.
Zombie apocalypse.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you again and welcome back to the show. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, hope to just find everybody safe, healthy, and in good spirits. And remember, as always, if you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon. This way, you know the next time I come out with a video, and a thumbs up always helps. And again, thank you everybody who has been here and has been hitting that thumbs up button and subscribing and everything else like that. I appreciate you all, man. You guys are awesome. And today we're going to talk about cramps. Cramps is something that sometimes it's hard to avoid. I want to think that most of us had to have a cramp every now and then. I'm not sure, maybe not. Maybe some people get lucky and don't get cramps. I played a lot of sports and stuff, and I always get cramps. And man, and sometimes these cramps they come at like bad times. I know a couple of times I'll be laying in bed after playing hockey all day, whatever the case may be, and I'm in bed laying, relaxing. All of a sudden, I get that hamstring cramp. And man, that tightens up and it feels like there's a golf ball in there and you start screaming and roll out of bed and you're rubbing it and pushing and kicking. It's crazy, but it happens. And maybe it's happened to you. I don't know, but maybe someday it might happen to you. So maybe I got a little thing that might help you today. That'll tell you what to do if you get a cramp, how to deal with it. So this is how the story goes today. This is what I got. How do you stop a cramp fast? The effective treatment of muscle cramps is determined by the underlying cause. The most effective treatments for people suffering from overuse or fatigue muscle cramps are rest, passive stretching, massage, icing the affected muscle, muscle contraction on the opposite side of the cramping muscle. In other words, if the hamstring is cramping, contract the quadricep. So I guess, sometimes you get a cramp. You ain't got time to run and get ice or do it. Yeah, you grab it and start massaging it. That's what I would do. Just grab it and start massaging, do what you got to do. Hydration is essential. The same treatments described can be used right away to relieve pain and muscle spasms. However, in addition to stretching, massage, and ice application, these people must consume sodium-enriched fluids like Gatorade. According to research, immediate consumption of a carbohydrate electrolyte drink with salt added and thoroughly mixed over 5 to 10 minutes is effective in relieving muscle cramps and preventing future severe cramping. Why is that 5 to 10 minutes is effective? I mean, drink with salt added and thoroughly mixed over 5 to 10 minutes. If I got a cramp, I ain't got 5 to 10 minutes to wait to mix a freaking drink because I'm in pain. 3 common causes of muscle cramps. Overexertion is the most common cause of cramping in athletes, such as runners. Most exercise-induced cramps are not caused by dehydration or electrolyte imbalances. Cramps are more likely to occur because of overexertion and pushing the muscle harder and for a longer period than they are used to doing. Overexertion. It is the most likely cause of cramping during a race. A person pushes themselves harder during a race than they did during any training runs. It is the most difficult concept for many to accept because people believe they have adequately prepared for their sporting endeavors. During a race, a person will almost certainly deviate from their training plan. The hope is that the body is physically prepared to deal with this overexertion without injury. If a person gets muscle cramps or spasm before or during an event, change the training routine for the next event. Yeah. What about what's happening just then? You want to change it for the next, but just then you're going down with cramps and stuff. That's crazy. What they're doing is like, what they're basically saying is if you're going to train a certain way and then you get into for a race and you get into the race and do something different over, then it's going to cause the muscle to kind of cramp up. Muscle tissue prefers movement versus static postures. Prolonged immobility causes spasms and pain over time. Muscle cramping can be caused by prolonged poor posture, such as a slouched spine with a forward head posture or riding in a car with the knee completely flexed up all day. Poor posture can cause vertebral and spinal problems, which can lead to more pain and cramping. Dehydration, which I think a lot of problem too is also dehydration. I mean, people just don't drink as much as they should. So even if you don't do exercise stuff, you just don't drink a lot. Your muscles are going to cramp up. This happens. Dehydration. This can cause an electrolyte imbalance and decreased tissue extensibility, resulting in muscle spasm and cramping. It can result in decreased blood flow to body parts and organ systems that rely on blood for oxygen and nutrients. Spasms can occur in both skeletal muscle and the abdominal organs. Dehydration combined with severe electrolyte imbalances can result in additional cardiac symptoms, including cardiac arrest, a heart attack. Wow. But that's a little scary. I want to read that again. Spasms can occur in both skeletal muscle and the abdominal organs. Dehydration combined with severe electrolyte imbalances can result in additional cardiac symptoms, including cardiac arrest, a heart attack. Wow. Keep yourself hydrated. Drink some Gatorade once in a while, I guess. Dehydration can occur for a variety of reasons, including illness that causes excessive vomiting or diarrhea. Well, yeah, you know that if you're vomiting or got diarrhea, all those fluids are coming out of your body. You got to replace them with electrolytes like the Gatorade. Magnesium, calcium, sodium, and potassium are all essential for bodily functions, especially muscle and nervous tissue. Too much or too little concerning one another can cause muscle spasms and pain. So I guess you want maybe take a vitamin or something that has magnesium, calcium, sodium, potassium, something like regulated, because they're all essential for the body functions. But they're saying too much of it or too little of it can also cause muscle spasms and pain. Other common cause of muscle cramp is muscle tears and injury and vertebrae misalignment. Poor blood flow, vascular occlusion, pain from an injury to a muscle, bone, tendon, ligament, or nervous tissue, or nerve tissue, nervous tissue, or nerve tissue. Emotional or psychological pain, fractures, nerve damage, illness, thyroid issues, medications. It's another thing. If you start taking new medications or the doctor changes out your medication and you start getting cramps, make sure you tell them right away. Sometimes your body can't react to those medicines very well. Medical conditions such as fibromyalgia, here we go with the big words now, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, stroke, and restless leg syndrome. Arachnids, 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 an injury caused by a spider bite or bites from other insects. Their venom can cause muscle cramping. Wow. That's something. I know snake bites, man, are pretty dangerous. They'll make you cramp or maybe freaking do some damage, but arachnids, I don't know what the freak, arachnids. Ar- Arachnids. I'm not even going to say it. I spelled it already. It's Arachnids. 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 Whatever it is, it's an injury caused by a spider bite or bites from other insects. Their venom can cause muscle cramping. Wow, that's crazy. Although the list of common causes of spasms or cramping is long, it is certainly not all inclusive. Can I prevent muscle cramps? Muscle cramps can be prevented through a healthy lifestyle and correct training process. A few common tips to prevent muscle cramps are: drink enough water and liquids and ensure the urine is light yellow or clear like water. That's another good sign. If your urine is dark, and really dark or darker than normal, that means you're dehydrating. You know, you need to get some liquids in your body, you know, preferably water, maybe something like Gatorade, like electrolytes, you know. But yeah, watch your urine. If it's really dark, you know, you need to get, you're dehydrating. Drinks containing alcohol should be limited or avoided. That's going to pretty much blow this concept for a lot of people. These days, alcohol seems to be the go-to drink. I mean, with all the shit that's going on in this world today and stuff, and everything that's happening, a lot of people are consuming some alcohol. Drinks containing alcohol should be limited or avoided. So try to limit your alcohol intake. Make sure to get enough calcium, potassium, and magnesium in the diet, especially if a person is pregnant. I'm going to say it's pertaining to a lot of women if you're pregnant. Stretch muscles daily, particularly before and after exercise and before going to bed. Do not start exercising more frequently suddenly. Each week, increase exercise time or intensity by a small amount. So slowly increase your workout. Take a multivitamin supplement daily. The doctor may prescribe different medications if a person is taking medication that can cause leg cramps. Some we touched on before. If you're taking new medication, or if the medication you have maybe be getting weak or whatever it's doing in your system. But if you're getting these cramps or something, definitely see a doctor if you think it has anything to do with your medication. I know a lot of people that take that cholesterol medicine and stuff, whatever that stuff is. I hear them always talking about leg cramps and can't, you know, so that's one thing I know that causes, from what I understand, taking that cholesterol medicine, low cholesterol, whatever, causes leg cramps. So be careful of that. If a person has muscle cramps that do not go away or are severe, consult the doctor. These could be signs of something else, such as restless leg syndrome. If the cramps keep coming back, are bothering a lot, or are interfering with sleep, the doctor may prescribe a muscle relaxant. Wow. So there you have it. Yeah, muscle cramps. I have a feeling that they're going to be coming soon. Like if they haven't already, like I said, because, you know, we're starting to get out there more. Everybody's starting to move around. Everybody's tired of this confinement to the house, and, you know, and to a lot more people now that used to travel back and forth to work, whether you drove a car, took a train, walked, whatever it is. Think about it. You used to get out of your house, go to your car or go to the train, whatever you did, and you walked. You walked up the stairs at work, you got, you know, whatever it was, but you're moving. Now, with a lot of people doing their work at home, don't have to get out of the house and leave. You're not really getting off that chair. You're sitting in front of that chair. You get up, you have your breakfast, you're sitting down, you go to your chair, you sit down, you sit in front of your computer. You're not getting that little bit of exercise you used to, you know? So now if you're going to get out there and try to exercise a little more because, you know, gained a little weight, you know, from those pretzels, potato chips, whatever you got over there, and you want to lose it, you might start cramping up. So remember, keep hydrated. Definitely keep some Gatorade in the house if you got, or some kind of sport drink like that has electrolytes that, God forbid it does happen to you, you know, you can grab something real quick. But I think there's going to be a situation, honestly, you know, here shortly. Like I said, if it hasn't already, because of everybody has been confined to the house, and now they're might have to get back. People might have to be going back to work again. They might have to get out there, you know, whatever the situation is. But if it does, you know now what you got to do to really get rid of leg cramps. And it's funny, I'm going to tell you something real quick too before I go. I always remember somebody saying if you get leg cramps or something like that, get up and eat a banana. Now, it didn't really ever mention it here in this article, but I think a banana has potassium in it. So I think that's what it was, people were referring it to. But why wouldn't it have said it here? Like, it said about the electrolytes and rubbing, all that kind of stuff, icing it down, but didn't say anything about bananas. And I remember a couple of times I got up and I had some of those cramps. I tell you about my legs and stuff, whatever. And I'd run to the kitchen, grab a banana if they were there and eat it. Did it help? I don't know. Because maybe by the time I got from rolling around on the floor from this cramp and got out there, it probably went away on its own anyway, and I ate the banana for nothing. So, but again, guys, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope you got something out of this. Remember, if you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button. That helps. Bell icon so you know next come out with a video, and a thumbs up. And leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this story. Do you get cramps? We got another remedy that you can tell me about. Let me know what's happening, because it's always good to hear from you, and I'll definitely get back to you. So until next time, you guys take care of yourself, stay safe, stay healthy, and just relax. Do what you got to do. I'll see you around. Take care.